Hi guys, my name is Kimberly Jarman. I am a independent Beachbody coach with Team Jarman. My husband and I do this together, and our goal is to help people change their lives through Beachbody and figuring out fitness and meal planning and all of that kind of stuff. This has revolutionized our lives, and currently we are both in the program for Core de Force. We are doing a 30-day round of it, and then we're going to do another 30 days. So 60 days of Core de Force, and we have committed to going hardcore with the workouts and with the eating plan. It's been an amazing journey because I have struggled with eating plans before with the container system, which is what Beachbody uses, mostly just because I haven't done a good job planning it all out. So this round, because I was completely focused on going hardcore and doing it the right way, I created a spreadsheet that has helped me so much. It's tremendously helped me to stay on track. And I've learned a couple things that in order to really be successful, you have to do. Now, number one, you have to meal plan. That's just the key. You have to know what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it, have a plan for the whole week, and then check in every morning before you start eating and make sure that you're on plan for the day. So whether you're using a Beachbody meal plan program or just a normal, just eating healthy program, you need to do that, because the problem is, even when you're eating healthy, sometimes you could be eating too much of the right food or too much of the healthy food. So I have found through this that I'm actually guilty of eating way too much oils in my diet. I'm also guilty of having too much like peanut butters, which those are all good things. Nut butters are great, but when they're not in balance with everything else, it can actually deter your goals of what you're doing. So if you're trying to lose weight, then finding and even gain muscle, finding the appropriate foods that are going to help you do that is key. So I love the Beachbody meal plans. Like, it's all clean. That's one of the reasons that we have stuck with Beachbody and why we are coaches with them, is because we believe in the system. It's legit. It's real. It's getting your workout in and putting the work into your workout. And it's also eating clean. So it's not a bunch of supplements. It's not a bunch of starving or diets or frozen foods that you have to eat. It's not about processed foods. It's about real clean foods that are going to be the best for your body, and putting the work in with a workout. And so the Core de Force has been phenomenal. It is probably my favorite workout that I've done so far. We're on day 12 right now, and I have done every single day, which I can't say I've done that with other programs. So it's kind of fun to be able to say, yes, we've done it. Within the meal plan, when you get 21-Day Fix, Country Heat, all of the new programs that Beachbody has launched, whenever you get one of their programs, they come with a container system. These are the container systems. So this is your fruits. Put all your fruit in there. These are your veggies. You'll stuff all your veggies in there. You've got your proteins. You have your carbs, and yes, it's small, but it actually fits a lot of stuff in there. This is your healthy fats, a lot of nuts, things like that. And this is like a seed container, oil, dressing, seeds. So I'll do like coconut in here in my shakes. That's a good thing. And I will do like some sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. So that's kind of a fun little treat. I think the thing that I realized that is, well, it's hard for most people, is figuring out how to do it all and how to balance it all, because you get what you do. I'm going to show you everything through the Core de Force program. Okay. Now you can use this with 21-Day Fix as well. And I've actually created 2 different spreadsheets, one for Core de Force that is specific for Core de Force, and one for 21-Day Fix. So at the end of this video, or, it's going to be, I'm going to put this up on YouTube. you'll be able to get the links to download the spreadsheets that I created. Free, totally free, because I want to help you, and I think that this will. So this is the eating plan for Core de Force. How this works is, I don't even know if you can see this, but it might be backwards. You put in your current weight, you put in, and you times it by 11, and then this number goes over here, and then you add 400, which is your maintenance calories. So if you're maintaining and you don't want to lose weight and you just want to maintain, you stop here. These are the calories that you stop at. If you're trying to lose weight, then you're going to go over here, you're going to subtract 750, and this is your calorie target. So if you are below 1200, you should never eat a below 1200 calorie diet. You're going to go to plan A, which is basically a 1200 to 1499 calories. So it's about 1500 calories depending on what you eat. It's an estimate, but it's going to help you with the right balance of things. So that's good. Plan B is 1500 to 1799. Plan C is 1800 to 2099. Plan D is 2100 to 2400. 2100 to 2400. I don't know if I said that. Then you're going to come over here. And again, I think this is backwards for all of you, but you're going to look at the different plans you have, and it tells you how many veggies you have. So for plan A, you get 3 veggies, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, 1 healthy fat, 1 seeds and dressing, and 2 oils and nut butters. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the whole day. So how do I do this? Because that kind of, for some people, is intimidating. Like, what does that mean? How do I like kind of fit this in and have a balance? Well, you have to have a plan. So I consider these to be basically measuring cups. That's what I do with them. So I will, whenever I have a veggie, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to measure out my veggies in here and then pop it on my plate. I'll measure out my proteins, pop it on my plate, and then my carbs and pop it on my plate if I'm going to do those things. So usually for dinner, that's kind of about where we're at. And then I will have a full plate. And usually with that, it is a full plate of food. It's a lot of food. So I use these as just measuring cups. Okay. A lot of times even I will take this, like the veggies, let's say I have leftover veggies. I will fill this up with leftover veggies, and then I will put them in a separate container that I'll put in my refrigerator. So then I'll have maybe like 4 or 5 different containers that are already portioned out. So with my husband and I both doing this program, we can easily just grab a container for lunch and be like, okay, here's my veggie for lunch. So that's kind of an overview of this kind of stuff. The key, this is where it's going to revolutionize your life, is meal planning. Okay, and I know people say that all the time. I've had people say that to me all the time. My friend Helen, hi Helen, she posted a video the other day that kind of helped me put all this together. And she had shown me how she, goes in throughout the day or throughout and figures out the whole week. She starts with her dinners and then she puts in her food and she just has a plan. And I was like, you know what, I need to do this. So I started doing it. The problem with me is I don't like paper. I'm not a paper person, because my worry is that I'll lose the paper. I'm really good at losing paper. So I always have my phone on me and I always have a computer around me. So I like Google Spreadsheets. That's what I live off of. So I went out and kind of looked, and I couldn't find anything that had a spreadsheet that automatically did everything for me, because I like it to just automatically calculate things. So I created one. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys my plan that I've had for this whole week. Okay. And it's already filled out. It's already got everything in there. I'll kind of go over that, and then I'll show you the spreadsheets that I created that you can download and use for anything that you're wanting to do. So here we go. Share screen time. All right. This is what I've used for this week with my thing. So I am on plan A. Yours is going to look a little bit different because I took this and made it really pretty. I'm on plan A, so my calorie target is 1200 to 1499. And this week with Core de Force, it changes, because the first week you're set on the basic plan. The second week you actually get an extra fruit, which is so amazing. More food. The third week you get that extra fruit, you keep that extra fruit, and you get an extra healthy fat. So next week, I am so excited for my extra healthy fat because it's like a Kind bar, avocado, like I can have 2 of those. So I'm excited for that. Anyways, so this week, my container system up here says that I have 3 fruits, which normally I would only have 2. So if you look at last week's, we'll see if this will work. Yep, I only had 2. So this is my last week's plan, and I went in, actually let's go back to this week again. Okay, so within here I've got, I go in and I figure out my dinners. I will take my calendar, I'll look at my calendar for the week and figure out where I'm gonna be. Am I gonna be out doing something with the kids one night and not be able to really cook? Do we have a date plan? Do we have an event plan? That kind of stuff. And I will schedule my week based off of my calendar. So I know on Tuesdays we have swim lessons with the kids. I don't get home till like 5. So if I don't start dinner by 5, having 2 little kids with me, we don't eat till 7 probably, because I'm trying to figure things out with them and get food ready and all of that. And that's just too late for the kids and the family. So on Tuesdays, that's when I pull out my crock pot, and that's my crock pot time. So like this week we made turkey sweet potato chili, and it's 21-day fix approved. Even though I'm doing core de force, it's all the same thing. So I consider 21-day fix approved is a great way to look for recipes, 21-day fix recipes. So we did turkey sweet potato chili. It was already ready. So when my husband got home, we sat down, we ate it, we were good to go. I knew because of the recipe, what was in it, that it had 1 vegetable, it had 0.25 fruits. Actually, that's in there wrong. So I did 0.6. Sorry, now we're changing my thing. Okay, it had 0.25 fruits, and that was because of the tomatoes in there. It had turkey in there, and I think that was it. So I put in my dinners first, and then I'll go in and kind of figure out what else I'm going to do. So as you'll see with my life, it's pretty consistent. My breakfasts are usually the same. It's 2 eggs with veggies. I might add some corn tortillas if I have an extra carb that I can use, because I love corn tortillas with my eggs and veggies. Then I'll have my Shakeology, which is honestly the best part of my day. I love my Shakeology. I will have that as my snack in the morning, and I'll usually either do it with veggies. Like if I have chocolate, I'll do chocolate vegan with veggies with spinach added in there. And that'll get me another one of my veggies in. Right now I've got vanilla, and with the vanilla, I like fruit in it. So I'll do like pineapple in there, and I'll add some coconut to it, and it's like a pina colada, and it's the most amazing, yummy thing ever. So it's a perfect snack for me in the middle of the day or before lunch. By that point, I'm hungry. I'll sip on it for like another 30 to 45 minutes. And then once once lunch comes around, we're good to go. So you'll see for this lunch right here, I did a pineapple pork with arugula. And I had already, it was a leftover pineapple pork that I had. And then usually for snack, I have a Kind bar and an apple. So that kind of is about the same. Okay, so let's talk about the reason why we need a plan. I'm going to give you a great example for today. Today, my child woke up at 4:45 in the morning, so I didn't have a chance to look at our meal plan. I normally, every morning, will wake up in the morning, and if I do this, I will be successful throughout the day. If I wake up in the morning and I look at my meal plan and I know, okay, we're having pizza, healthy pizza, mind you, tonight for dinner, I need to make sure I have one of my healthy fats available and have my carbs available. If I know that, then throughout the day when I'm hungry, I'm not going to go and eat a Kind bar, because a Kind bar is my only healthy fat that I'll have for the day. And so if I do that, then I can't have cheese on my pizza. I really want cheese on my pizza. So if I plan ahead and I know what my day is and I'm aware of what I'm putting into my body, then at the end of the day, I've nailed my eating plan for the day. Nailed it. And I've done that consistently for the last week. Like on track, nailed it, got everything in, perfect. And that feels really, really good. Now today, my child got up at 4:45 in the morning, and I've been going nonsense doing things. I didn't prepare. I was out earlier and I didn't have my snack. And so usually if I don't have my Shakeology in the morning, I'll just have a Kind bar because I have Kind bars and that'll get me through. So I grabbed my Kind bar, which is great and that's fine. And I ate it. And then I sat down here and started working on this program. And as I was figuring it out, I was looking at my container system and I was like, crap, we're having pizza tonight. This is our pizza night. I can't have cheese on my pizza now because I just ate my Kind bar and that's my healthy fat. And I only get one healthy fat a day. Now, yes, a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, Kim, like have the pizza. It's not a big deal. You know, it's not a big deal. I could probably still have the pizza and like add to my healthy fats, but I have committed to this meal plan. I've 100% committed to this meal plan and I have not strayed from it. I'm trying to stick with it because I'm really good at not sticking with things. So my goal is to stick with this meal plan. So with all of this, if I prep it and I know it, then at the end of the day, I don't have times like I do today where I'm like, crap, I can't have cheese on my pizza. And you know what? Cheese is no big deal. I'm still going to have my pizza without cheese. I just have to make sure that I don't eat additional carbs and that kind of stuff. So, anyways, that all being said, this is what I've come up with and it's awesome. Now, the great thing, I'm going to show you guys what I've done. This is awesome for all of you core to force people who are doing this. With core to force, and I think I just said that you get extra, every week it changes, you get extra food. So you'll get like a fruit and then you get, on the third week, you get a fruit and an extra fat, healthy fat, which I am so excited about. I went in here and I created week 1 plan A, week 2 plan A, week 3 plan A. So what you'll do is you'll take this, you'll come in and you'll fill out your dinner. So let's say you're gonna have chicken and broccoli for dinner here. On Tuesday, you're gonna have a crock pot meal. So let's do that turkey chili. Okay, it's a crock pot meal. You're gonna go in here and fill out all of your containers for that day. So you'll fill in all of the dinners, what you're doing. So like Friday, tonight is our pizza night. So we're gonna have, it's a core de force barbecue pizza and it's so good. And I'll put core de force. Okay, so fill it all out and then put in, and then know what you're doing. So chicken and broccoli, that's gonna be 1 green veggie and 1 red container. Now, if you notice, this is what I did. This is why I like this. When I put in my container here, it automatically changed what I have left. So this is the total that I've eaten already, and this is what's left, okay? And then for me, because I wanna know what I did or what I'm gonna do, this is my broccoli, and this is my chicken. So I'll just make notes of what that was. So like for my snack, I'm gonna do Shakeology plus fruit plus coconut. So that's gonna be my 1 fruit. And try to get specific. So this is my pineapple. Shakeology is my protein. And then I'm gonna use the seeds and dressings. That's gonna be my coconut. It's like so good. It's like a pina colada. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Okay, and then, so now I know that I need 2 more containers for proteins. So for lunch, I'm gonna have something. For breakfast, I usually have eggs and veggies. So we'll go over here and that's my veggies. And that's my eggs. Okay. Now, if you look, I still haven't done any of my carbs. Now, in the past, the carbs have been the hardest for me because that's what I want to eat, right? I want the carbs. I want the bread. So if I even have a sandwich, that's my 2 carbs for the day. So I've learned not to have like bread with my sandwiches if I'm going to do it. But this is why you have to be prepared, because you could easily have a piece of toast and then have a sandwich. And by lunchtime, you've already gone over your carb container by 1. So if you go in here and you kind of plan it out and know what you're doing, you will be totally set. So a lot of times, because I don't do a ton of carbs and I'm okay with that, I'll do corn tortillas here. It gives me a little something in the morning. It helps me fill it up. Now, the key is finding what works for you. At the beginning of this plan, I was starving. I was almost crying because I was so hungry. My husband is like plan C, so he gets tons of food, and I'm on plan A, and I'm like, I want more food. And I couldn't figure out how to do it. I struggled the first week. The second week's been easier because I get an extra fruit. And so I've been able to like add it to my snack at the end of the night. So if I'm really starving, I've got that in there. But finding this balance and figuring it out has been just amazing to do. Okay, so let's say for lunch, I'm going to have, the other day I had eggs with mustard, like hard-boiled eggs. So I did like a mustard egg salad, and then with a piece of sprouted toast. Okay, so that's gonna be my protein. Mustard is free, woohoo! And then that's gonna be my 1 other carb, okay? So for dinner, I'm not gonna have carbs. I'm cool with that. I can actually do chicken and broccoli really, really well. Normally I would have a veggie here, but because I didn't have a veggie there, if I wanted to, I could do 2 broccolis for my dinner, and then I would have a huge plate of food, and that I'm good with that. Like, that's what I want. I like to eat a lot at dinner, and veggies and chicken is actually better for you than having carbs at the end of the night too. So you should have your carbs earlier in the day. So now I know that my veggies are done. I still have a fruit that I can do. So maybe for my snack, what I've been doing lately is having a kind bar plus an apple, because then I can actually do it kind of separated out, and it helps me get through the afternoon, because the afternoon is my hard time. That's when I just want to snack and I want to eat. And it's usually, you know, a big amount of chunk of time by the time I get done with lunch and then have dinner ready. And in between, I'm dealing with kids, and kids just make me go crazy sometimes. So I will kind of fit all this in and have a kind bar plus an apple. So if I do that, there's my 1 container of fruit. And then I'll go over here to my healthy fats. A kind bar is 1 healthy fat, and it's also 1 oil. Okay, so you've got to track your oils. This is where I've always struggled, because I just kind of, when I make my veggies, I just pour oil on there. And I think I've way overdone it with the oils, and I've plateaued. I haven't seen a lot of change. So in doing this meal plan, I've seen where I've messed up, and I've seen results happen by doing this meal plan. So it's been really great. So right now I've managed for this day to hit everything. I just need another oil. And I will probably do that with my eggs usually have some oil in it, so that I'll do that avocado oil. Okay, so you can see right there, my day has been planned. Now, you could totally make things complicated and go in every day and have something different. I don't want to do that, because I don't want to have to think about it. I want to know what I can and can't eat. And when I start getting like sick of it, then I'll change it up. But I'll go in and like my breakfast and my snack for afternoon are pretty much the same. So I'll copy that. It might not let me do it that way. Okay, so I can just come in here and copy this to make it easier. Here's my snack. Okay. So do you see, like, that's done. So as long as I've got my dinner scheduled in there, and what I usually do is I wait for my lunch. Like, I'll fill it out, but every morning that might change. So If I have my dinner, my snacks, and my breakfast set in there, then I know that for my lunch, I can totally, you know, maybe I'll have leftovers or whatever, but I know what I can have for my lunch. So like right here with the turkey chili, I know that that was it's a veggie, and I know that there's a carb in there, and it was a protein. So I know that for my lunch, I can have a protein and a veggie. That's all that I can have for lunch because I've already filled out my day. So this is the thing, is that doing an eating plan and a meal plan, it is hard. Like, I get it. Like, some people are like, oh, I just don't want to put that effort into it. And that's fine. You don't have to. But if you put the effort that's in this is a proven way. Have you seen the results that people are getting from these meal plans? Country Heat 2, Country Heat, Core to Force, 21-day fix, Hammer and Chisel. You guys, people are seeing results. And the people that are in my challenge groups who are doing the eating plan straight up and going with it and are doing the workouts, they're getting 6 packs. Like, they're getting abs like craziness. Now, do you have to do this? You don't have to. Are you going to see the results you want? Maybe, maybe not. But if you do this and you do the workouts, you're going to see results, I promise. And the only way to do this and to get it and to nail it is to be prepared. You have to meal prep. You have to know what you're going to do for the week. So like, I know, if we go back to here, I did this on Saturday night or even Sunday morning, and I knew what we were going to have for dinner. And then I took what I was making for dinners and I went through my pantry and made my grocery list. And I knew that I had what I needed to have in the pantry when it was time to cook. And so I had the veggies I needed. So this week I've been good to go. Now, if I maybe overuse some veggies or something, I'll go to the store and get some more. But I've had everything we've needed for this week's meals. So that way when it gets to be dinner time and we are starving and my husband goes, what's for dinner? Usually I go, I don't know, just grab something. Now we're kind of ready. And with my husband doing this with me, I'm making this for him too, so that when he gets home, I'm like, okay, you should need this, this, and this. Where are you at on your containers? One more thing I'm going to show you. This is my meal planning. It's my meal prepping. It's how I plan my whole week. And every morning I go in and I just make sure an update and make sure that I'm good to go. I'm going to show you guys the next step that I do. Okay. So my phone is with me. There is a 21-day fix app it's great. Now it's not perfect because I wish that you could like put what it is in there and then make a note right on there, kind of what you ate, because for me, I struggle with knowing if I recorded something or not. But I'm going to share with you guys the app. Bear with me for a second. I have to make sure that it's airplayed. Okay, you're going to see my phone. There we go. This is how I track my food during the day. So I look at both of them. So I know what I'm going to eat, and then I'll track it on here to make sure that I actually did it. So if we look at today, for breakfast today, I've had 1 green and 1 red. That was my veggies, and it was my eggs that I did. I did not have a corn tortilla today because I'm having pizza tonight and I need my carbs for pizza. So so I didn't have my corn tortillas. And see, this is the thing. If I would have not known the pizza thing and I would have had my corn tortillas, I wouldn't have been able to have pizza tonight. So when it's planned out, it just makes life easier. And then I feel like I get a treat. So for my snack, this is where I did mess up today. I really quick was starving. I didn't look at my meal plan at all. And I just grabbed a Kind bar because that's the normal thing. Well, that's my healthy fat. So now I don't get cheese on my pizza tonight. But that's the consequence I have for not doing what I preach and doing my meal plan. And that's okay. So for lunch, I haven't done lunch yet, but it will be a veggie and a protein. And so I will just go in here and say protein and veggie. I'm actually doing like a chicken wrap. So it's nitrate-free chicken. And I'm going to put a bunch of veggies in there with some Dijon mustard. And it is super yummy. So then it takes my portions and it shows me what I have left. So I will take this and look at it against what my meal plan is just to make sure I'm on track. Now, this is the thing, you guys. The days that I have done this the right way and I've gone in the morning and mapped it out and just had a plan for the day, I've nailed it every single day, nailed it. The days that I haven't and I just kind of go off on a whim, even though I eat the same things normally, I've messed it up. Like this morning, like I messed it up. I had my Kind Bar, I don't get my cheese. So it's one of those things, like you have to just be set and do it. So anyways, I am hoping that these spreadsheets work for you. I'm gonna share my screen one more time and show you guys. This is the core to force fund. So what you'll do is you'll go in here and you'll pick what plan you're on. So plan B has everything already mapped out. So it's got your containers that you start with here. If you ever need to change containers, just go up to here. When you change them, it'll automatically change down here, okay? So don't mess with these. If you mess with this, you're gonna be screwed up. But if you just stick with this and just change these ones, then you'll be good to go. Put in your food here. On week 2, you have a whole new meal plan and it adds your extra fruit for that week, okay? So that way you know what's all in there. Week 3, you have your extra fruit and it adds your extra healthy fat. And then week 4, we all go back to where we started. And actually, I'm glad I caught that because week 4 should have only 2. Oh no, that's okay. We're good. Plan B has 3 fruits and then you add a fruit. So anyway, so this is all set for you. So depending on what plan you're doing, this should be good. I've also created a 21-day fixed meal plan. This one's a lot more simple. It's just one sheet. You'll go in here and you'll change what plan you're on. You'll change your calorie target, and then you need to go in and change your containers based off of that. So you'll just kind of change it from here. Again, don't change it from here. And that way you'll have everything that you need. And then you can just take this sheet right here and you can duplicate it and you can get your next week. So there it is. So you can even call this like week 2. And so that way you have your next week on there. All right, easy peasy. If you guys have questions, let me know. Hopefully this works for you. It's not going to work for everybody. I mean, everybody's different. This is what works for me, but I hope that this is helpful and that it'll get you moving in the right direction. So we are totally here to help you. If you do not have a coach yet, contact us because we are doing challenge groups all the time. Our heart is to help people to nail this, to do the fitness part of it and to nail the nutrition part. We know that it's possible and it's doable. You just need some support. So we would love to help you do that. So just contact me, goteamjarman@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook, and we would absolutely love to help you. If you have any questions, just put comments below and we'll try to get back to you on that as well. All right. God bless. We hope you guys have a phenomenal, phenomenal week. And hopefully this helped. Talk to you soon. Bye.